this module, we will talk about activities. Activities are logged tasks that help move forward a sale or conversation with a customer or prospect. These tasks must be related to a lead or opportunity for a student to receive credit. Activities are made up of making or receiving calls, leaving a voicemail, sending an email, having a meeting, sending a text, connecting with someone on social media, research, or talking to a PES student who has closed a sale in the past or interacted with a past customer. However, listening to voicemails, receiving and reading a text message, generating payment links, updating your opportunity stage or lead status, and adding a new contact does not count as an activity. Activities are actions that move a sale forward. Therefore, updating the status and your data in Salesforce will not help move that sale forward from the customer's perspective. In PES, your activities on a weekly basis will contribute to a portion of your final grade in each PES class. In the Customer Relationship Management class, students are required to complete 20 activities per week for the first 2 weeks of the sales project and 10 activities every week thereafter. In Sales Management, students are required to complete 10 activities every single week, and in Digital Selling, students are required to complete 25 activities each week. Note that we can track your progress using the activities report on the Salesforce dashboards related to your classes. Activities are counted from Sunday to Saturday, so it's important that you log your activities as you go and make sure that everything is logged so that you can get credit for the work that you're doing. For example, let's say that you call a prospective buyer, but they don't answer, so you leave them a voicemail. The next day, they call you back and you speak with them on the phone. In your call, you ask for an in-person meeting and let them know you will email them more information. Once you hang up, you log your notes from today's call in a new activity and send them an email to confirm the meeting date and time. During your meeting, you find a need and want to think about which products we have that can provide them the best value. After the meeting is done, you email them thanking them for their time and offering 3 products that will work best for them. They respond asking for a foursome or a career fair booth, and you reply in an email that includes the payment link. After the payment goes through, you call them to thank them and follow up with the details they need to know before the event. Just like that, you have completed 7 activities, and if you count that times 10 companies, well, that's 70 activities just like that. Just make sure to log your activities as you do them or you won't receive credit. Remember, if it's not in Salesforce, it doesn't exist. There are no exceptions to this rule. Now let's talk about how we log the activities and get credit for them. Once you've created a lead or an opportunity, you will simply navigate to those pages and log your activities there. Once you get to that page, simply switch to the Activity tab and create a new activity. I want to clarify a question that we often get. The question is, do I get credit for my activities that are related to opportunities and leads, or is it just one or the other? The answer is, all students will get credit for any activities that are properly logged under opportunities or leads. The point of logging activities is to be able to track your effort and be able to go back and visit your notes from past sales activities. This is an important part of the sales process, and that's why we spend so much time focusing on activities on a weekly basis in PES. Let's start by logging an activity under an opportunity. Let's start at the opportunity page and go to the Activity tab. From here, you can click New Task, New Event, or Log a Call. There are a few key steps that you need to complete for each and every activity. First is subject. Place any information that would be helpful to you when you come to look back at this activity. You can put meeting or call, or you could even be more specific than that. Due date, the date that the activity occurred or will occur. Name, the name of the person you called, emailed, or met with. Type, this is pretty self-explanatory, but select the one that applies to this activity. Status, this field allows you to indicate whether this activity was completed or if it's still upcoming. If an item is not listed as completed, it will show up on your Salesforce homepage on the top right side of the page. If it is marked as completed, it will show up on the dashboard, assuming you filled out everything correctly. So, items with future due dates are considered tasks on your to-do list. Items that you have completed and are in the past will show up and give you credit as activities on the dashboard. When you complete the task, you will need to change the status. Salesforce won't automatically do it for you. Until you do, you won't receive credit. In the PES field, select the class that this activity is related to. In the comments, you should put your notes. For example, I tried reaching Scott and left a voicemail. I mentioned the date of our tournament and told him that I'd call him again tomorrow. This way, if and when Scott reaches back out to you, you know where you left off and you can pick right back up. The related to field should already be filled out since we started within an opportunity, but be sure to check that it is filled in with the correct opportunity. Once you're done, hit save. Logging an activity under a lead is very similar. Just the same way as we did with the opportunity, you will go to your lead and switch to the activity tab. Note that here, almost everything is the same, but instead of relating your activity to your opportunity, you will confirm that the lead's first and last name are listed under the name field. Now let me show you a little shortcut. You can get here by clicking the Global Actions button on the top of the page. The only difference here, and it's an important one, is that you need to tell Salesforce which opportunity or lead this activity is related to. Putting notes and comments in your activities and tasks are important because they allow you to keep track of your past discussions and provide a better service experience to your customer. Wouldn't it be great if in one handy spot you could remember the last thing you discussed with a customer and even track your action items for future calls? Well, that's the point of logging activities. Notes also help future students learn and strategize how to make a sale by researching old activities. In the same way that you will benefit from reading notes in past opportunities or leads, future students will have that same opportunity by reading through your notes to implement a good sales strategy.